On today's episode of Oleander Newsroom, are all Russian birds bloodthirsty, carnivorous people eaters? How many bird deaths are you personally responsible for? And are our feathery friends secretly government spies? Stay tuned to find out. Hello and welcome to Oleander Newsroom, the best source of the kind of information you can get from someone wearing a clip-on tie. Today's subject is one near and dear to our hearts, as animal lovers, as bug haters. Today's subject is birds. Between feline violence, power lines, and disease, the average bird in America is exposed to innumerable threats every single day. This is undeniable. But what many Americans of the human variety don't realize is that their true leading cause of death is of our design. Picture a room with no doors or windows. Pretty boring, right? Now, picture a house with no doors or windows. Even more boring. This is a useless thought exercise, because most houses contain doors and windows, unless you're a serial killer in solitary confinement, or an ant. Now, allow me to walk through the statistical top 3 causes of bird death. Feral cats, building windows, and power lines. All of these causes are responsible for millions of avian, or bird, deaths per year, and they're all our fault. But let's focus on the second one, because I don't give a fuck about the other two. Every window installed in your house is a death sentence for our feathery friends. According to R&M Quality Windows and Doors, the average home only has about 8 windows in it. The use of the word only here shows the company's bias. Their subtle marketing aim to imply that more windows are ideal, and a complete disrespect for bird kind. This is like saying that the average prison only contains 8 electric chairs, which isn't true, but it would be crazy if it was. Here's some video documentation of birds slamming into windows specifically curated to elicit an emotional response from you through the use of pathos. Wow, this is disgusting. So, what can be done if you're an involved citizen looking to make a change? Is it possible for bird populations to soar once again? These are all questions I'm not paid enough to answer. So we here at Oleander Newsroom spoke with leading avian, bird, experts, and came up with a few recommendations.
What in tarnation? Okay, a bug was on my gun.
Hello, I am an interviewer with Oleander Newsroom, and I understand that you are a bird expert? Tottenham bird expert? Wow, that's very prestigious. We are so lucky to have you on. Thank you for agreeing to this interview.
I didn't agree.
So I just wanted to ask you, as a bird expert, what is a way that you would recommend to prevent bird deaths through windows?
Well, we could cut down all the trees instead of having hunters.
Cut down all of the trees?
Yeah.
Well, then the birds wouldn't really have anywhere to nest anymore.
I mean, they can nest in the bee's nest.
So you want them to just like steal bees, but then I don't think that would be great for the ecosystem. But it's not my job to criticize you. I am just a reporter. I don't know anything about anything really. Okay. Do you have any other recommendations?
Well, for starters, we can, make big glass buildings.
But then they would crash into the buildings.
No, like all the glass into one big glass around, Russia.
Around Russia. Do you have a vendetta against Russian birds?
Well, they ate all my livestock, and they ate my mom, so, yeah.
I'm so sorry to hear about that. Do you have any, message for the viewer?
Well, birds are annoying, dumb little birds.
And you dedicated your entire life to studying them?
To kill them.
Oh,
I'm a hunter.
I think someone got a little confused when we were casting this interview.
I know how to stop them.
Okay, well, thank you for your time. Hi, thank you for agreeing to this interview. I understand that you're a bird expert.
Yeah, I have a master's, bachelor's, PhD, sociology, birdology degree.
Okay, so where did you get this degree?
You know, school.
School. Okay, yeah, that's the best place to learn.
Yeah.
So, I was looking to ask you for some advice on how we can prevent bird deaths caused by window collisions.
See, it's like we're on the same wavelength, because I created a step-by-step plan for this
Really?
exact problem. Yes.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
I would love to hear it.
Yeah, so step 1, make sure you have an animal, preferably fish or sloth. Those work the best. Step 2.
Those are two very dissimilar animals. Like what? Okay.
They'll work.
Okay. I'll wait.
Okay, step 2, grab your ink and quill. As the average person, you should always have one in your rotary phone on standby. Step 3, write your handwritten letter. Now, this can be to anyone. However, if you're trying to stop birds flying into windows, then it may be best to write it to the bird organizers, you know, because they need to read it.
Oh, can you list one of those some of those companies that we could write to?
Yeah, the popular ones.
Okay.
You don't have to write to them, but because, you know, they'll get your message anyway, but, you know, you can. Step 4, once you've written your letter, put it in your fish tank. Put it in there, and then you give it to your animal. I know it doesn't really make sense to give a fish tank to a fish, but the fish can do it, so it's fine.
Gotta believe in them.
Yeah, exactly. And remember, you have to be specific in your letter, because if you just give a fish a piece of parchment paper, and you're just like, go bake cookies, they're not going to go deliver that to the bird organizers. They're going to go bake cookies. Or they're just going to flop around on the ground, I don't know. Step 5. Wait. You've sent the letter, so there's not really much else you can do. You just gotta wait and hope that they'll listen.
Wait, so you gave it to a separate why wouldn't you just give it straight to the bird?
Well, because you don't want the bird.
Right, okay, so we're using a sloth in place of a bird.
Yeah, because it's gonna get there faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
And then, if this fails, you can buy motion sensor speakers that will activate when the bird gets closer to the window, and we'll just blast the British national anthem. And, you know, it will shoo them away, hopefully.
Yeah, birds hate that.
Yeah, no. They don't like it.
No one in their right mind would.
Yeah, no.
How would you say the average person should get their hands on a fish or a sloth?
Oh, they sell goldfish at, like, PetSmart.
Right.
Target, too, probably. As for the sloth, you know, there's trades around the world where you can go to the sea, the ports. I'm sure you can find one there. Or the zoo. You know, that's also an option.
I'm not sure how legal that is, but if we're in the name of saving birds, I think anything could be worth it.
Yeah, anything can be legal if you put your mind to it.
Exactly. Legality is a mindset.
Exactly.
Well, thank you for your time. This is very valuable information for our viewers. Is there anything you would like to say to them?
You know, birds will be birds.
I just realized that I have one more question for you.
Yeah, of course. I'm an open book.
Do you think that birds are secretly government drones?
You know, that's up to interpretation. Personally, I think, no. I think they're pretty dumb on average. You know, they fly in the windows.
True.
I mean, if you go to the zoo, any type of bird, they just kind of look at you cross-eyed, and I don't really know how to feel about that.
Have you ever, like, cut up a bird?
No.
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 So you wouldn't know if the eyes were secretly cameras, or if they had microphones in them?
No, I think that's just skeptic.
I have, because I'm a hunter.
Oh, how did you get here?
Well, this is my house you invaded, so, you know.
Okay, sir. Are you asking me to leave?
Yes.
Well, I'm not, so... Okay!
That's it.
So true.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oleander Newsroom!
That's so scary. There's PhD sociology, birdology degree.
Oh, that sounds... Was that, like, a lot of work?
No.
Oh, okay. Hi, thank you for agreeing to this interview. I understand that you're a bird expert.
Yeah, I have a bachelor's in birdology. I'm really advanced.
That's... Bro is a bachelor's in
Birdology. It's not even the highest, it's just...
Now.
Okay. Bro. Can you stop?